Where do we begin? Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Phineas and Ferb songs. For this list, we'll be looking at the most memorable tunes from this animated Disney series. Number 10. EVILBOYS. In her latest futile attempt to bust Phineas and Ferb, Candace suffers from an allergic reaction brought on by wild parsnips.
Psst, Mom.
Candace, have you been near the wild parsnips again?
Yes, but you gotta see what Phineas and Ferb are doing.
Suddenly, Candace sounds less like Ashley Tisdale, and more like co-creator Dan Povenmire putting on an extra raspy voice.
Those boys are evil. But before you get home, they somehow always clean up the mess.
Testify, Candace, testify!
Getting nowhere with Mom, as usual, Candace lets out her pent-up frustration in a blues number. Candace lists off all the things her brothers have done, from building a roller coaster to taking her back in time, all of which happened in previous episodes.
They built a roller coaster and a beach in the backyard. Drove cattle through the city and messed up the boulevard. They took me back in time when we went to that museum.
Despite being largely episodic, Phineas and Ferb has surprisingly good continuity, and this song demonstrates why. In jokes aside, EVILBOYS still works as a standalone tune that'll have you rocking and knitting to the beat.
That's what those boys are, evil little boys.
Number 9. There's a Platypus Controlling Me. Quite literally crashing a junkyard party that Vanessa is attending, Doofenshmirtz brings things to a screeching halt when his hands get glued to a couple of records.
Well, I'll be honest, I don't really understand, but I fell down this hill. Now I got glue on my hands and I got records on my fingers. Records on my fingers, I got records on my fingers and I just can't stop. Don't stop!
Thanks to Perry the Platypus and his own mind control helmet, DJ Doof gets the party back on track with some skillful scratching. Carrying a funky hip-hop sound, Doof's on-the-spot tune means exactly what it sounds like. The pretentious young rebels in the audience, however, trying to find a deeper meaning in the lyrics, drawing parallels between the platypus and the man.
Oh, I get it. Platypus is a metaphor for whatever's keeping you down. Like corporations are a platypus.
The government's a platypus, your teacher is a platypus.
My teacher is a panda.
Society's a platypus, my parents are a platypus, the media's a platypus.
In a way, There's a Platypus Controlling Me does make clever commentary, poking fun at social message songs that aren't as profound as people think. Or maybe we're reading too much into it.
I'm not speaking metaphorically, the platypus controlling me is underneath the table. Wait, no, he's gone!
Number 8. Queen of Mars. Candace probably won't join the Disney princess lineup anytime soon, but she did technically become a queen a few years before Elsa did. A lonely afternoon brings Candace to Mars, where the green inhabitants crown her their queen.
You guys don't know what music is? Well, it's like this.
The Martians have the makings of a calypso musical group, complete with body parts that function as instruments. This paves the way for a catchy song led by Candace about her newfound confidence.
I was just a lonely girl, looking for a little fun, though without a friend in the world, I was forced to find a new one.
Queen of Mars has an otherworldly rhythm to it, almost like something you'd hear in a Star Wars cantina.
I'm the queen of Mars, I was invisible on Earth. It only took the magic portal to Mars to give me some self-worth.
It also possesses a pop princess vibe, calling a certain Britney Spears music video to mind. The one downside is that the song only lasts so long, but that's what we have extended versions for.
You put a crown on my head, and you all seem to worship me. Well, you don't understand a word I've said, still you treat me like royalty.
Number 7. Come Home Perry.
From the top of this building, everyone in the tri-state area should be able to hear us.
For all the wacky shenanigans, this show knows how to tug at the heartstrings, and this Daytime Emmy-nominated song is among the most touching examples. When Perry goes missing longer than usual, the gang devises a plan to get his attention.
Perry, you know you are a boy's best friend. You're more than just a passing trend. You're like a treat from a candy store.
They perform a loving tune dedicated to the pet platypus atop a tall building, taking a page from the Beatles' iconic rooftop concert. Like the best Beatles songs, Come Home Perry has a unifying sentiment that brings everyone together. Candace, feeling responsible for his disappearance, brings the song home, and in due course, brings Perry home.
Oh, Perry, I'm allergic to dairy. I'm gonna move to the prairie and change my name to Larry.
It's a song that really hits where the heart lives, and also asks the age-old question, how many words can you rhyme with Perry?
Come home, Perry, come home.
Oh, there you are, Perry.
Perry!
Number 6. SIMP Squirrels in My Pants. Sometimes the most infectious Phineas and Ferb songs are the ones with the most bizarre lyrics.
Now somebody, anybody, everybody scream!
You certainly wouldn't expect a song about having squirrels in your pants to raise the roof. Yet Candace turns her cries for help into a hip-hop hit with help from two guys in the park.
Tell me what's making you jump like that. Ain't got no chickens, ain't got no rats.
Squirrels in my pants!
Once again, the writers come up with some incredibly inventive rhymes, running through almost every conceivable word that sounds like pants. As goofy as the setup is, Squirrels in My Pants, or SIMP, legitimately makes you want to get up and dance. Although, we wouldn't suggest mimicking Candace's spasmodic moves.
How can I qualify for government grants? SIMP, squirrels in my pants.
Hypnotize me, put me in a trance.
SIMP, squirrels in my pants. Gallon in Florence, living in France. Can't see the
Squirrels in my pants!
The next time your pants are infested with squirrels, you know what song to play while waiting for animal control. Number 5. Summer Belongs to You. A special episode deserves to end with a special song, and Summer Belongs to You is among the show's most ambitious production numbers.
It's been a long, long day, and there were moments when I doubted
That we'd ever reach the point where we could laugh and sing about it.
Returning home from their most epic day of summer yet, the gang performs a tune that perfectly encompasses the series' central theme. Summer vacation has no limitations, so don't waste a single day.
Tell me what you wanna do today. All we need is a place to start. If we have heart, we'll make it. 'Cause we're not messing around.
It's also a character-driven tune, bringing Phineas closer to Isabella, and Candace taking a step forward with Jeremy. Summer Belongs to You is as rousing as a Broadway musical finale, and as crowd-pleasing as a Disneyland parade.
As soon as you wake up, you gotta make your move.
Don't miss the beat, just get into the groove.
The sun is shining, there's a lot that you can do.
It's the kind of song you'd want to hear at a music festival in the midst of summer, celebrating the good times you've had and the new memories waiting on the horizon.
It's true. Summer belongs to you. Summer belongs to you. Summer belongs to you. Summer belongs to you. Summer belongs to everyone, so have some fun.
Number 4. AGLET. Chances are you didn't know what the end of a shoelace is called before Phineas and Ferb came along. Thanks to this uplifting rock song, we'll never forget these 5 letters.
AGLET, don't forget it. It's us all up on our beat, yeah, yeah, yeah.
To raise Aglet awareness, the gang holds a concert reminiscent of Live Aid, appropriately calling the event Aglet Aid. Aglets not only keep your shoelaces from unraveling, but keep the whole world tied together. Well, not really, but the characters sing about aglets with such passion that it's hard not to share their enthusiasm.
We're tying the world together. We're gonna tie the world together. We're gonna tie the world together.
AGLET does something truly extraordinary, crafting a toe-tapping and even inspirational number around what seems like such an insignificant invention. After hearing it once, you'll walk away with a newfound appreciation for this everyday item, even if you wear sandals.
And in the end, the most important thing is that we never forget. The end of a shoelace is called
Number 3. Ain't Got Rhythm. Tracking a former drummer down to a library, the boys learn that Sherman/Swampy lost his rhythm in a metronome factory. Rock and roll still flows through his veins, however, even if he doesn't realize it.
So you're saying that you don't have rhythm, but listen what you're doing right there. With that stamp and a book, you got a real nice hook. Sounds to me like you got rhythm to spare.
Scoring a Primetime Emmy nomination, this percussion-heavy song brings out the beat in a stamp and some books. The melody keeps building as a bass sound, and Ferb's tambourine enter the mix.
Look, I got a sweet deal going on here. I got all the books that I can read. All these sweet old ladies and this carpet from the 80s. What more could a librarian need?
Ingot Rhythm shows that music is all around, whether you look in a pencil cup, a file cabinet, or a book. It isn't long until Swampy makes the leap from banging on bookshelves to playing an actual drum set. Even if things didn't work out with Love Handle, he'd fit in well with the cast of Stomp. Number 2, Busted. As two of the best singers in the cast, it was only a matter of time until Ashley Tisdale and Olivia Olson shared a duet.
I can see the things you're doing, and you think that I'm naive. But when I get the goods on you, she'll finally believe.
As different as they are, Candace and Vanessa have more in common than one would anticipate. Just as Candace aspires to bust the boys, Vanessa is bent on proving to her mother that Doofenshmirtz is a diabolical evildoer.
Don't think you're gonna win this time, cause you better believe I'm gonna drop a dime on you. I'll get ya, and when I do, you're gonna be busted.
These two storylines converge in an R&B number that would feel right at home playing over the opening credits of a spy movie. The fact that Doof is essentially an idiotic James Bond villain only makes it more fitting. With an electronic beat and invigorating lyrics, Busted will make any listener want to bust a move.
You're busted. Yeah, she's finally gonna see the light. This is how it's gonna be when she finds out that I was always right. You're busted.
Me, an intellectual. Phineas and Ferb is responsible for some of the best bangers in recent memory. Before we unveil our top music video, here are a few honorable mentions. Disco Miniature Golfing Queen.
She's a hole-in-one machine. She can dance and swing and really shake the thing. She's a disco miniature golfing queen. She's a disco miniature golfing queen.
Everything's better with Perry.
When we're brushing our teeth, ooh, it's better. Tying our shoes, oh yeah, it's better. Combing our hair, like we're a cheese sandwich and he's the cheddar. Blinking our eyes, oh yeah, breathing in and out, so much better. Sitting in a chair.
What might have been?
I spent so many summers hoping something would begin. I thought that I was over you, but here I am again. What might have been?
My Nemesis.
And I feel fine, cause I've got a nemesis. My nema, ooh, my nema, my nema, ooh, my nema.
Gimme a Grade.
Starting, give me a grade. I already said it. I need that extra credit today. And make it an A.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. My Name is Doof.
My name is Doof, and you'll do what I say. My name is Doof, and you'll do what I say.
His name is Doof and we'll do what he says. Whoop whoop! Okay, let's get real. Number 1. Gitchee Gitchee Goo. In an effort to become one-hit wonders, Phineas and Ferb devise a pop single that's so simple, yet so sensational.
Bow chicka bow wow,
That's what my baby says.
mow mow mow.
And my heart starts pumping.
Chicka chicka chew up. Never gonna stop. Gitchee Gitchee Goo means that I love you.
The lyrics may be intentionally meaningless, but Gitchee Gitchee Goo will burrow its way into your head and your heart. This song is so beloved by fans that it was voted number 1 on the show's first musical countdown. In honor of its victory, an extended version was released with additional lyrics and vocals.
No, it may sound confusing. Sometimes I wish you'd give it to me straight. But I never feel like I'm losing when I take the time to translate.
As one of the first tunes written for the series, Disney supposedly asked the creators to compose a new song for each episode after hearing it. So, if it worked for Gitchee Gitchee Goo, some other songs on this list might not even exist. That's all the more reason to love it.
Gitchee Gitchee Goo means that I love you.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.